What are you watching, man? Reliving the good old days.
Funny. I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything that makes me feel alright. I'm so in love with you, honey.
Do you know what song he's saying?
You never heard that song?
I think I have heard that. Is that what you were just playing?
Yeah, well, it's a song. It's called. I think it's called Danny's song. Danny's song. It's by like Kenny Loggins or whatever from like way back in the day. But I just saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers in concert, and at one point during the show, what
was that a bucket lister?
Oh,
I saw you were fucking hype.
I was so hype, and at one point in the song, like the lead guitarist, like everyone leaves, but he just goes on stage and just plays him and his guitar and just sings that song. And it's such a feel good song. And then it's just back to give it away, like just like back to like fucking funky shit.
Is your girl into that as well? Or did you went to Houston just for that concert?
Yeah. So, well, what had happened was whenever I was like first getting into guitar.
I don't really know Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You don't?
Whatever you just said, I'm just like, yeah. But it's like
that wasn't a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. That's like a really old song. But he just did a cover of it.
Well, whenever you said he got on stage, he playing his guitar and like you're like smiling and shit. I'm like, I have no idea about anything you're saying.
So back in the day, like when I first started getting into guitar, like you start figuring out your favorite guitarist. So like Jimi Hendrix and like
Smoke on the Water. Who did that?
Smoke on the Water.
Smoke. That's the first. I got a guitar when I was like 11 or something.
That's the first song everyone learns.
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple, yeah.
Yeah, I had their album.
You had the Deep Purple album?
I even back then I was fake, like just trying to get into new music and shit. I'm like 10.
So I like especially Stevie Ray Vaughan and like bluesy stuff. I like loved bluesy stuff. And then I found this I think there's a few friends of mine that really started that liked the Chili Peppers. And I like rock albums that have guitar solos. Like guitar is a big part of it. Because there's a lot of people out there that just like it's just like they do a song and they sing and there's no guitar solo or there's no drum solo, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like it's missing something. But then the Chili Peppers, the first time I had like watched them live, like on the TV, this is like before YouTube. I was watching them on Google Video. That's how far back this was. Yeah, it's not even Google Video is not even a thing anymore. But I watched their like entire live at Slane Castle, like. It was like the only time they like broadcasted it or like to that, like with that quality, and just like how good he was at guitar. I was like obsessed with it. So I was like, I'm eventually going to see them in concert. And I'm like,
and then 20 years
in
later,
middle school.
Finally.
Well, then the guitarist that I like, the glue that brought I love the whole band, but my favorite guitarist is him. He left the band when I was in early college, which is when I first am able to like have freedom to go to stuff. And he didn't come back until last year. So he was gone for like 10 years.
What's crazy is these, like, when did they start? They have been,
like
and they're still touring.
Like 91.
Dude, that's
Bro,
so.
It was packed.
It was. Really?
I was like.
Because I can't tell if I like feel bad. Like, if I'm still doing this.
I mean, it depends.
Not really doing this, but if like, damn, there's not really a way I can like,
because I know exactly
the same for me.
I know exactly.
But it's like you see, say some fucking like you see A$AP Rock doing shows. You're like, dude, still like, there ain't.
Yeah.
You know.
He's gonna be so pissed at that.
But like, I don't know. It's just crazy that they like tour for that.
See, that's what
doing the same song.
I was like kind of thinking that, and then I saw how many people were there, and I was like, you can't hate on that.
Yeah.
There were like 30,000 people there.
I feel like it might be different for that genre. Even when I saw like Usher or like, you know, people like B2K or fucking like these random like groups will be doing shows and it's just like doesn't look popping like that. And it kind of makes me, but I feel like something like Red Hot Chili Peppers and like groups rock and shit, they're way more like timeless.
For sure. I don't think our generation has bands like that. Maybe if Taylor Swift stopped making music, Katy Perry stopped making music, and then they go on a reunion tour, like, okay. I mean, because like, I mean, that being said, I never went to any of the Backstreet Boys like reunion tours, so I don't know how. There could have been, and
they still
tour, yeah. So there could be 20,000 people at those shows.
They're just like out of shape.
Yeah,
I just don't know how I feel about it.
The Chili Peppers were not out of shape. Flea's still up there, shirtless at 65 or however old he is.
Damn.
Just fucking. He did a handstand across the stage. He was wearing a skirt, a purple skirt, and he did a handstand, and his skirt came down. And he's wearing black tighty whities. And he's just he's like 60 or something.
Every time I hear of like someone epic like that, and I just know their life has just been epic. And then and it just like makes me think of like, fuck, man. Like, I mean, I need to bring myself back to reality. I have a pretty like epic life, I guess, but not really in the from the outside. like no, I don't actually. Like, but it's good, and it is. Maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know where I stand in fucking reality, like at this point, because I've gotten to travel all the time, but then I like look at their fucking life, and it's just like the amount of cities they've gone to, the crowds they get to play in front of, the groupies, the drugs, the alcohol.
Well, it's like the older bands, they don't even do shit like that anymore.
I wonder how their life, like they just live some regular ass
Most
life,
of them
and
do.
then they get on stage and everyone's like, yeah, like worshiping them and shit.
Dude, it was crazy because they tour with a band called the Strokes, I think. I never heard of them, but the Strokes go on stage. And Alexis and I are walking around like getting drinks and stuff, and like people are
fucked up.
No, because it was so hot. It was in Houston, so it was
outside.
It was in the Astro Stadium, so it was like it can be outside, but but they closed the top, so it was just hot. So I was like, I don't want to drink too much. Like, I want to enjoy this. I've been waiting fucking 20 years to see these guys because they had just gotten back together like 2 years ago. So this is their first tour back together. And so I never thought I would be able to see them together. So it was kind of like a treat more than anything. Cause when your favorite band, like people who want to watch Oasis live, like
Wonderwall.
Yeah, they hate each other. Like they broke up from my understanding, unless something has changed. But last I heard, they like hate each other. So you're never going to see Oasis live. But if they had a reunion tour, and if they went on fucking tour, I need to look it up because I could be spewing on my ass right now. But if they went on tour, like they were selling out, like they had like Woodstock level people.
Oasis
in
didn't they just have Wonderwall? Or am I? See, I don't listen. Wonderwall was on my MySpace like top. How many songs did it let you have? Was it 10?
I think you could just make a playlist, right?
But I think when you clicked on someone's profile, like there was like a list of songs on the left. Maybe it was a whole playlist. Maybe it was like 10. But I remember Wonderwall being one of my songs. But I didn't know they were like popping like that. Damn, who would I want to see?
Yeah, I was wondering. Like,
I wish Eminem for sure, like in the Slim Shady days.
Yeah, he'll never tour again.
I think I was gonna say something, but it might be ridiculous. Like, is anyone more like epic than him? But like, there's a lot of
epic people.
Yeah, there's a lot of epic people. But like seeing him back in like 2000 or something like that. Mobb Deep. Even Prodigy passed away. Mobb Deep with Havoc and Prodigy would have been even like these days. I'd still be down to see them.
I think they still tour, right?
Prodigy's dead.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, didn't they grab some, or who am I thinking of?
Maybe
I'm thinking of Wu-Tang and ODB's son raps his verses.
Maybe
I'm thinking of something.
Yeah, I don't think Mobb
Deep doesn't do that. Okay.
Like that.
Who did Hector go in? Hector saw someone. One of those old. I get those groups mixed up.
They're all the same.
Bone Thugs. I think he saw them like a couple years ago.
Dude, Hex is fucking hilarious.
He's not
bro. Imagine Hex. I don't know who he went with to the show, but like imagining him at like a Bone Thugs concert.
It's Bone and Biggie. Like just imagine him and fucking.
Because not that like Hex tries to act cool, but like I just can't see him.
Hex only fanboys for a few people. And
like
RZA's the only one that I've ever like
if we could go to a random show and we would act more like we might get drunk or something and we would just like have fun and like act goofy sort of. Like I can't imagine Hex like standing in the crowd.
Just like
Did you ever you took your flip phone there?
Yeah.
Did you take your other real phone to actually get quality videos?
Alexis got a lot of good stuff on her phone.
Why are you using that again? I thought it was for like a week.
It is, but I don't think I've gotten enough in a week, so I'm going to do it for like a few more days.
Can you say the point of what you're doing?
I mean, I used a flip phone for a week. That's
what's been the biggest difference?
Not being able to Google things.
Damn. That actually, how often does that happen?
You don't realize how often it happens.
So no Twitter.
If I'm sitting, like, I'll like text Alexis or I'll text Atlas and just be like, "What is this? Like, can you Google this?" And then they'll send me the answer. Yeah.
So have you not touched your other phone?
No. I mean,
what about
I
like Instagram or something? Have I seen you on Instagram?
No, I'll like check my email at night before I go to bed. I'm not gonna put that in the video. I'm gonna be a fake YouTuber.
Well, why don't you just use your laptop?
You know,
just use your laptop for the email.
Well, I also check my like iMessage just to see if somebody sent me something important.
Yeah,
but it's been crazy, bro. Like texting on this is like, here, I'm gonna pull you.
Yeah, don't
up.
you have to hit it 3 times?
No, you do. Did you ever text with T9?
That's crazy how I somehow remember the term T9, but no,
but
I don't really remember what it does.
So like, here. Oh shit. So like, text yourself.
Why is Paige fucking texting me? Should I call her on the podcast?
Yeah, call her on the flip phone.
Should I?
Yeah.
Wait, is there a speaker on it?
Yeah, it's called hands free. It's not called speaker.
Wait, I'm gonna say. I mean, what do I? I don't know.
You don't know how to do it.
I thought
that's so funny. You don't remember T9. I don't know if you ever did. You ever have like a flip phone with texting, or did you go straight to the
I think I had. Boards? I think I went from a track phone, which is just like one big block.
I remember that.
And then I think I went from the track phone to a sidekick where you flip it.
Yeah, I had a sidekick.
I can't remember if I had a flip. Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
I can't remember if I had a flip phone.
Yeah. See, I never had a. I had a flip phone, but I didn't have texting. Like I had a Razr, but I wasn't allowed to text. But
I just got a new phone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. For content. Matt, Craig, get to the lab. We got to figure this out. I guess I don't know if I told you about this.
No, I've never heard you talking about.
So I bought a bicycle, and I've talked about this. I bought a bicycle. Matt, Craig, like sent me like, yo, buy this, and then brought it here. He hooked it all up.
Like I was
like,
backpack?
all right, I think this, huh?
Like a router backpack type.
No, it's not.
Thing?
It's just 2 phones. So
okay.
It's just 2 phones with like, but we had set up like a mic, the Mophis, the like bar that extends. So I put my phone on there, and I can like the plan is riding my bicycle like around Dallas, and
that's fucking
just
cool.
doing like IRL streams like that. But also with like 2 phones, I could like say I go to the pool, set up a tripod, and like see it on or go to the gym, or I'll just be able to like stream better IRL content.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole bicycle thing, like. So there's I'm I don't know what you'd call it, like a mic arm sticking out from my bicycle. Everyone just fucking stares at it. But like I put my phone down and like the streets are just so like bumpy that it just goes like this. And I like tried recording a video and it's just, I don't know how we're going to figure it out. It's not really, everything's fine except that. We just got to figure out like the stabilization. But I don't know. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's
looking to do something different besides. I'm gonna probably play Little Halo this week because there is the Halo event. I guess DreamHack or whatever coming up. So I'll probably play some Halo this week. But I don't know, man. I'm just kind of like over it. But I like need and want something to do. And like I have in my head, like I'll go to pool parties and just like have fun. But it's like also it's like, am I gonna be drinking all this time? And I don't want my life to, because I'm trying to be on my like health shit as well, and I don't want my life turning into like other IRL streamers to where they're like kind of just getting fucked up all the time. And
how was the
like, girls in the video?
How's the video coming? The 60-day video.
I don't know. I'm waiting on him to. He better be clutching. Lando better be fucking clutching. It's been, how long has it been? I feel like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I need to text him today and see where that is. I'm not really in too much of, because it doesn't necessarily, I mean, it can't be too long of a wait, but try not to rush it. We'll see. I think he's going to come over. He'll come over one day this week, show me it. But
yeah,
hopefully we can figure this shit out.
It's like a relatively like timeless thing.
I'm honestly like, it stresses me out. Like I look back and I'm like, man, I could have what I was envisioning at first into like, I'm going to come out shredded. But it's just like, dude, I did it for 2 months. And I did it for 2 months. Lost, we'll say, almost like 15 pounds, which is like really good. And then, but you can't just magically get fucking shredded.
Apparently not.
Dude, it's so hard, man. And then like, I was even thinking like, maybe I can cheat the system. And like, while he's editing it, I still continue this diet and working out every day. And I put in the past week, I've ran almost like 25 miles.
Yeah.
I've worked out every single day. But you've been eating Chick-fil-A. Like I'm talking like
eating.
I have my regular day. I'll have like a protein shake. I'll have something like a Chipotle bowl or kava. I don't know if you've had kava. And then I'll still be pretty full, but I'm like, damn, I need to eat like one more time. Definitely need some protein in me. So I'll order 2 spicy chicken sandwiches, a large fry, mac and cheese. Go to the gas station, like 3 Rice Krispies, a pack of donuts. And it's just like, and then I'll be like, but tomorrow I'm going to wake up and run 10 miles. So it's like, it almost cancels this out.
Your mind.
Even though it doesn't, even though it does not fucking cancel it out. And then like last night, what did I eat? I pegged out. Actually, so that was like Friday night. Saturday night, I ordered, and these are all like my first 3 days, like my first like few days done from the video. Saturday, I think I had a regular day of eating. Then it got it to nighttime, and I was like, I'm a little hungry. So I ordered Pizza Hut. I ate ordered a large pepperoni pizza.
God, that sounds so fun.
Oh, damn, you can't.
That sounds so fun.
Dude, it was so good. The large pepperoni pizza, like 18 boneless wings, and a dessert cookie, which is like one of the big ones in the box.
Yeah.
Had 7 slices of pizza, probably like 10 wings, and I ate the entire cookie. That was probably like 4,000 calories. And then next day I woke up, I ran like 4 miles, and I just think it's like, I'm canceling this out, but it's not even close.
No.
And then I'm like,
4 miles is like 700 calories.
Yeah. And then after the pizza, like when you're full, you're like, all right, I'm done. Like when I wake up tomorrow, groceries, fucking, then like tomorrow comes around, I'd work out, I lift weights. I run. It's like 4 or 5 p.m. I haven't even ate yet. And then I think, what was it? Yesterday, what did I eat? I don't know. It was like 2 large Rice Krispies, a kava, like Chipotle sort of bowl. What else did I? Chiba Hut. Have you had Chiba Hut? Oh no, it's like a Dallas thing, but it's like a large sub. Then I had like 10 pretzel mini bites, and it's actually insane how much I can eat. And like probably what I've done in the past 3 days, it was like ruined the past like month.
I mean, not really, but
my plan on like being like, while he edits, I'm just gonna lean down a little bit and we'll get like a better after shot. Because it's not that it's, I try to make a point that it wasn't, I wanted a crazy transformation, but the point wasn't about the crazy transformation. The point was, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm not going to the gym. Or like, could never stick to a diet, or just like a diet of like, not necessarily being in a caloric deficit, but a diet of just like eating clean. Could never stick to it. I'll always do some cheat day or fucking something. But so I want the point to be about just sticking to a goal and actually doing it, which we achieved. It had its ups and downs. I really think it's like, it's weird. I think how much food affected, like I definitely felt stressed and shit, but the better I ate, for some reason I just like had more peace. Things that would like truly, and I've noticed it since I've stopped eating that way the past like 3 days, just because, oh, challenge is over, I'm gonna start like binge eating.
Yeah,
I feel like the past like 3 or 4 days I'm just like a little more like groggy, and I just stressed and overthinking. My sleep is never good.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird you say that, because I feel like 2 days ago I woke up and my sleep was just so bad, and I was like randomly thinking like, I might ask Hitch on the Flycast like, how's his sleep? My sleep is so shit all the time. I wake up 100 times.
Really?
I wake up sweaty.
If I go on like, because with this whole like vegan thing, like it doesn't mean you're eating good. Like I've said that 100 times, but like if I have like,
going vegan will not save.
It won't. And also, if you go vegan just because you went vegan, doesn't mean like the people who like really go vegan, like they're like, and the people with the annoying ass, I'm a vegan shirts and he's with me, he's a vegan shirts.
Did you guys hear that? Did the vegan community hear that? You guys are fucking annoying.
They are.
I didn't say it. Hitch said that.
But the people who like live that lifestyle, where you're like, oh my God, those people, they eat veggies and that's it. Like they eat veggies and avocado and tofu.
But they're like health.
They're health kicks. Yeah. Like I've just want to experience. I'm doing this year thing because I just want to experiment to see what it's like.
It's fucking weird. Crazy.
And I'm almost 6 months in, but 4 months of that has been like, okay, like I'm pounding chips and salsa. I'm pounding, avocado or guacamole and chips and Coke.
You did lose weight though.
Yeah, no, I definitely lost weight.
You got under 200.
Yeah, but that's also I'm doing this running thing too. So the combination of both of them. But so every once in a while, like yesterday, I had like a power bowl, and it had like a bunch of, from like 54th Street, and it had like an Impossible patty on top as the meat.
Mm-hmm.
And like it didn't really feel that great to eat. Like it was good, but it didn't feel that great to eat. Like I'm sure there's a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah.
But like days where I'm really just like rice, beans, avocado, salads,
like you're
water,
eating real food.
Like I'm eating real, like a lot of fruits and stuff.
You're eating food.
I'm eating food. Like those, when I go on like a 4 or 5 day kick of that, like, dude, the sleep that I get is so good.
Really?
And that's what I've always heard.
It out, man.
whenever I like talking, like before I started this, I was like talking to a few like people that I knew at least went vegan at one point or are still vegan. And I'm like, is it like, please don't bullshit me. Like, am I going to see any signs of happiness from this? And they're like, you will get the best sleep. Like sleep is like the best thing. And I do notice it. It is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Sleep has always been bad for me. Even like, I will just lay in bed and put your phone down. That does absolutely nothing. Even in like, bro, my parents would make me do that in like middle school. I'd like turn the TV off and it's like 10 p.m. I just lay there till 2 a.m. and it's just, I don't know. I feel like that's definitely something I need to step up in my life, or figure out. Like I've tried like pills, fucking like talked to the doctor, and they've tried to. Melatonin gives me nightmares.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Sleep's always been a struggle for me. You know what I want? Have you seen this is a little switch up? You see what's her name? Fuck. Grace in FaZe Rain?
Dude.
and
fucking
bro,
hell, bro.
And it's funny, I saw in FaZe Santana.
Just got cooked.
Dude. Oh my God. I should fucking pull up some shit, but I saw like one of his tweets. He tweeted about like, this is the best like shaver I've ever used. And I was like, let me see the replies to this. And because I saw like 90. And I was expecting to click it and just see him getting fucking verbaled. But he wasn't. But this whole phase, did you see Rain's reply to
his video on the Nick Merckx situation? Where he goes through all of the fucking finances of FaZe?
Wait, the Nick Merckx?
Yeah, so how this all started was, well, Rain's kind of been going at the FaZe Corporation for a while, but he said something like, you know, like none of the OGs are getting paid and Nick Merckx is getting paid $1 million a year. And he's never been in a FaZe video. And he doesn't do anything with FaZe.
Yeah. And
a lot of people were like, damn, Rain's salty, like he's pocket watching other men and shit like that. Which, like, there's an aspect to it. The thing with the FaZe OGs, and this is the mistake that we made, or that I made specifically, because we went through a very similar situation. If you're going to get upset with the corporation of FaZe, it will always be better to not name drop. It always will be, because then people will compare.
Yeah, but they're just real. Rain don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but it comes across so poor, in my opinion. Now, because there's been a bunch of shit that FaZe has done that from the outside looking in, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I've seen some collabs where I'm just, huh?
They pick up a amateur Valorant team that they're paying fucking $300,000 a month for, and it's like, from the outside looking in, why are you doing that? And then they also pick up
I should have joined FaZe.
They also pick up a women's Valorant team that they're probably paying $100,000 a month for. And so that's like, why? And they're not making any content with any of the teams. They're not promoting them. They're not, collabing with them. They're not using them in content. They're doing nothing with the teams except throwing money at the wall. And I guess hoping they qualify 4 years down the line. I don't know. And so like, I see that from my perspective, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like FaZe at all. Like, what the fuck is that? And and that happens not just in Val, that happened in everything. Like I think one of the only cool things that FaZe has done that is like, I'm a little biased, but I love what they've done with the flank. I think they gave the but also I can see the return on the flank. If FaZe's sales team sells off of the flank as a podcast, then there's at least some sort of return there. And that's kind of like how I've been thinking. But like, if you don't say anything about all of that situation, like and there's tons of examples of things like that. But then the second they hire a girl everyone bashes them for all their decisions. It's kind of like, bro, what?
People might not just even know.
Why wouldn't you?
First off, she has, I don't want to say a big mouth, but she doesn't help her case.
I haven't.
She is horrible at arguing. Or she's horrible at I feel like getting people on her side. Because I almost wanted to be like to Rain, dude, why are you coming at her? She's just a girl that wanted to get signed. But she's kind of I don't know the word, but she's not the best at defending herself. Almost kind of digging a hole.
Really?
And then did you see she first off, I'll play this. We need a goddamn Matt Craig. Nothing you can do. We just don't have a TV, a setup, and shit for them to hear. We need an OpTic Podcast setup so I can I'm just gonna play this in the mic.
Okay, play it in the mic.
Have you heard that?
Fucking wrecked. Oh my God. I just can't compete with that, man. I can't. She roasted me. It's over. Grace, I'm sorry. All I want to say is you're golden Valorant. Make Stranger Things your entire personality, even though you're only on one episode. You found out about Twitch through Tumblr. Not only have you not hit a trick shot, but you don't even know what the fuck that is. When you were still playing with Barbies, I made my first $1 million out of this industry. And on top of it, you're excruciating mid who I would never let touch me on my drunkest night.
It fucking wrecked.
See,
that Rain doesn't. But
come on,
I don't know why Rain said that.
On,
I don't know exactly why he said that. I can't imagine her saying anything that could provoke that.
Yeah, there's no way.
First off,
if he went that in on her,
I did laugh.
He should have got. I mean, because Rain is just That's just because it's Rain.
He kind of did destroy her a little bit right there. But then her response to this, if I could find it, I don't know if this is going to be, if this is her exact response, but this is just the next video I saw.
People running the company are the ones that just hired a female creator to help bring in that energy to the space, so I don't really have hatred towards them. In response to him using me as the poster child, I just said, get fucking wrecked. And he didn't like that. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear this, but this is his response.
Oh, wait. Fuck. That's not that. That's her response to hearing what I just said, but it's just her saying damn.
That sucks.
No, there was something she responded with. Basically, she said a response of
is that when
something about him ODing on stream.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
she poked at his mental health and drug problems.
I want to find it. That sounds really bad.
Jesus.
For one, FaZe under new. Oh.
He says that I don't even know what a trick shot is. You're right. I don't. And I know that that's kind of what you're known for, but I know you, Rain, as the person who almost overdosed on a live stream.
Dude, it sounds like she's but
why even say that?
You're better now. And
then she kind of says I know you're better now. I'm really proud of you for that. Her mom was a drug addict, and I don't know what she basically said. Her mom never recovered, and her mom's not doing better, but she's proud of him but it's that was just weird. Why? What? That was just very kind of random and weird to bring up. So,
wow,
it's not
what a
I don't know.
What
I
a
just
situation.
can't say she's just
what a situation.
She digs it deeper. Not that Rain is in the right for just going off on this fucking girl who just joined FaZe, and he's just saying and then he's saying also he said also you're super mid and I wouldn't touch you on my drunkest night, but it's these little fucking jabs of just no one gives a fuck about anything anymore. There's just no, and I know Rain doesn't give a fuck. Then I've met Rain. I like Rain. I'm proud of how he's doing now.
Yeah.
and obviously one of the OGs, fucking those guys took over. They were the gaming. Yeah, not esports, but they were the.
I mean, if people are just coming into esports or gaming now, like the 2011 to 2017 run that those guys had is insane. Like, it's not.
Yeah, they were the people.
That was the first wave of it all. Like, they were doing it over here, Simon was doing it over there, and like other than that, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, so I'm not on anyone's side. Truthfully, I don't.
See, I have one regret. I have a regret from the Infinite days. Someone at one point, without telling anyone, they signed a creator, and his name was Luke the Notable. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I remember being like, who the fuck is Luke the Notable? And I was so pissed because of the decisions that they made that I got super like upset, and I know I took that out on him, and I didn't mean to. Yeah.
How'd you take it out on him?
I mean, I just ignored him. I didn't talk to him.
Really?
He was in the office a few times, and it wasn't on purpose, but I just knew if I went up to him and said like, hey man, like, I knew it would come across as fake because it was fake, because I was pissed and I was hurt and I was angry all the time. And fast forward a few years later, I start randomly watching his content, and it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It is incredible. He literally changed YouTube's meta. He invented 100 days that has eventually turned into 100 hours, and which is eventually turned into I spent 24 hours in, I did this, that. That is him. It all comes from him. And so as I'm watching his content, and I'm, this is way after Infinite, I realized, like, that there were so many, there were multiple instances of that where somebody would get hired, we'd randomly have an OpTic India Counter-Strike team or an OpTic Mexico Gears of War team.
Shouts out. I wonder how that cheater's doing.
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing. He's probably
like
changed.
A crypto billionaire. Living in Dubai.
But like, there's so many situations where they made decisions that I didn't like, and I let that affect my thoughts on the people that they hired when it's not their fault at all.
Yeah.
And
damn, you were the first FaZe Rain.
Hell yeah.
You should have fucking verbaled Luke.
No, I eventually apologized to him because I was just like, bro, there was a lot.
Fucking nerd. Your videos are stupid.
There's a lot going on, and I'm really sorry because I don't know if he ever felt the animosity or if he ever felt like we were a big clique, but we lived together for 4 years.
Yeah, we were definitely.
But like, whenever all that's happening, like, I apologized to him, and I never got around to apologizing to the other people that it affected, because there was other creators that Infinite signed that we had no part of.
Sheila.
Yeah. I mean, see, Sheila.
I feel like that was good.
Sheila was really good. I think Sheila should come back. Valorant? She'd have to move here, though. I don't think she'd do that.
Is she still on Immortals?
I don't know. I don't know what she's doing now. But yeah, like I think I don't know. I mean, I'm a lot of a different person than some of these guys, but I think they're gonna realize how fucked up this Grace situation is in a couple years down the line, because like, it's not her fault. She got an opportunity that everyone in gaming dreams of.
She just
and it's not like
I don't know her numbers or like viewers, or
her numbers are pretty good.
I'm sure they're good now.
Yeah.
But like, before she joined FaZe, I just don't know.
No, she was playing with Brooke and Valkyrie, and she was she was playing with all them. Mm-hmm. So she's in that group, and I'm sure FaZe tried to sign Nadia. I'm sure FaZe has tried to sign like other big women creators, but their price point is probably extremely high. Yeah. And so Grace is somebody that makes sense, is in gaming, might propel the brand forward. I'm thinking from a corporate mindset, has good numbers, is relatively family friendly. Aside from
appeared on
was on Stranger Things, is an actress, you know, all this. So they're like, yeah, let's go with her. And then thinking that like we've signed Nuke Squad, we've signed all these different esports teams, we've signed Nick Merckx, we've signed a bunch of Fortnite creators, and the OGs have said nothing.
Yeah.
Like you might get a little like a jab here and there, but they have said nothing. And then now all of a sudden, because it's the girl off of Stranger Things, they go fucking bananas.
And I don't know why specifically they went, or I don't know if I should even say they. All I know is I know Rain with the girl. What's her fucking Grace?
Rain
with the girl. That's about all I know of. And then Banks with Santana, who Santana tweeted.
Santana has a tendency
for it.
He has a tendency to open his mouth. He does.
I don't know.
I mean, I like him.
I know of him. Yeah, I've seen him like on camera a few times, and I don't know. He's the one that it seems like someone I'd.
He's the one that tweeted, "If Nick Merckx really does get a Warzone skin, I'm gonna have words with Activision." And I was like, yeah. They're gonna be like, "Oh God, not Santana."
That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny though. But what did fuck? I wish I had my fucking research. What did Santana tweet? So he deleted everything. He tweeted something about like
he tweeted something like
it seems like all the OG FaZe guys are like the Tico, the Rain, Banks got into it with Santana. They're like complaining about where FaZe is. And I'm gonna be honest, I see both sides. Like I can't say I'm 100% on like team OG FaZe or like even like support. I support them in a way. It was like, yes, FaZe has gone off on like a weirder direction.
Yeah.
But it's 2023. We haven't seen
OG
FaZe since, I don't think I've seen them at an event since 2016.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw them all together was that Xbox 360 collab, and they did like one video together where they talked about the 360 days. And I think that was in like 2020 or 2019.
I don't know. Like, I'm sure some like sketchy stuff has happened like behind the scenes. Banks is saying his fucking shares were stolen from him.
His board shares?
But apparently like they all have shares. They like it seemed like obviously they built the thing themselves. So of course they all have a part of the company. There comes a point where these fucking hundreds of dollar millionaires want a part of something. This bigger money comes in. So of course it's like they sort of give other people more control. And then I'm assuming they got fucking something out of it. Then I'm also assuming they got to a point where it's like, we're not living in the same house anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We have fucking money. We don't really need to do this. We live in LA, fucking Sin City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they were enjoying their lives and not, they weren't there internally building the company in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard to say. First off, I don't know. I could be completely wrong. They could have been there behind the scenes the entire time, like really trying to work something out, saying they don't agree. I'm sure they got into the beef and then they disappear for a year. But I feel like I'm going to assume they were just out living their life, which if I was them, I would probably be doing the same thing. If I was in LA, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be going to parties, getting into fucking NFTs and the cryptos and the figuring out some other merch and other ways of making money and like expanding, not necessarily expanding my brand, but just like expanding my horizons just in life.
Yeah.
But I would like to think I wouldn't get mad at like, damn, look where fucking FaZe is at right now, and then come back and act like so hostile towards them when they weren't. I can't say they weren't there because I truly don't know. And I'm sort of speaking on something. I'm just speaking to give my opinion from like an outside source. I don't have some fucking top secret intel or fucking anything. But I'm just like I'm a fan looking at this like everyone else. And it looked like everyone's sort of done stuff independently, and it had nothing to do with FaZe. I think Adapt would make some videos randomly here and there.
There's not
Blaze did his rap shit. Banks did whatever Banks is doing. I see him do some like NFT, crypto, something, temper, boxing, and doing whatever he does. It just seemed like everyone went in their separate ways.
Rug turned into basically Mr. Beast.
They weren't sitting there like
making stuff together.
Sort of what you, fucking Raj, Hex, Seth.
Yeah.
Like you guys, they weren't sitting there like coming together you guys are always trying to think about like OpTic and the brand and pushing it forward. And even people like me, even though we're on a lesser scale, a way lesser scale individually as far as like clout and shit like that. But we've been in the circle besides like the 1 year I disappeared to Mutineers because there was no fucking OpTic.
Yeah.
Because it got sold out. But that, that was our time of like, what the fuck's happening to this brand? But it's like, you see how fast it like quickly got turned around.
Yeah.
Or not, I don't know how, wouldn't say quickly, but it got turned around because you guys were fighting for it immediately to get turned around.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like the FaZe. That's just not what. It's not what happened with FaZe, and those motherfuckers got money.
It'll be interesting.
I'm not. I don't know what they're paying like Nuke Squad and shit, but like, I feel like you can't be mad at like Nuke Squad came in and like it seems like they're doing their thing. Like they're helping the brand.
I feel like Nuke Squad held it down.
Yeah, Nuke Squad came in and held it down.
If there is no Nuke Squad, who is doing all these deliverables? Like who is doing all the shit that FaZe needs in order to keep running?
Yeah,
like these videos and.
So I feel like you can't really
stream sponsor because none of the OG stream anymore, and I don't know if they're putting ads on Jev's videos or Rug's videos. So like the Nuke Squad, like Nuke Squad, and like I don't even know if Nick Merckx is doing that either. But like that new wave of that's how corporate people think. Is
like the sort of like family vibe from like the New York house. Like so that wasn't. It's like where even with OpTic, we all still live. Not together, but in the same area, fucking Texas or Frisco and Dallas. We come to the same office. Like even I'll like stream from here, and we see each other every now and then, and we'll hang out. And we maintained this. I mean, we've just maintained this like sort of closeness that I feel like, that they just didn't. And even though the fans are like the biggest OG FaZe fans, I see Santana's point. I also see...
Well, I see it too. Because I don't think Santana watched the OG... Maybe he did, I don't know. But I don't think he watched the OG guys. Because if he did, he wouldn't have said that. And what he said was... I don't think we ever said what he said. So he said like today's a good day, W, and... especially for women in gaming, W for FaZe. Mm-hmm. And he's a part of FaZe. And someone said...
I see nothing wrong with that.
And then someone said, so you're going against what the OGs said? And then he said, where are they at now? Which is kind of like a dig at them being like, yo, we've been doing this. What have they been doing? Mm-hmm. But like, you can't fucking say that. You can't say that to the 7 people who made the brand.
Yeah.
Who built it? Yeah. Who built it to a point where it had any value at all,
especially
in order to make it keep
going.
FaZe
Santana, like you're not, you're not like scum. You didn't take over the fucking game,
right? Yeah, like you're
doing your thing. You're on
not
FaZe.
The Nate Hill. You're not the Nick Merckx. Yeah. You're not the Counter-Strike team.
So you can't.
But that's just how Santana is.
Yeah, but.
And Doug went in on Santana too.
Really?
Yeah, because
I mean, it is true. He's literally no offense, but like literally riding on what they built. Yeah. And it's like kind of like how I'm literally in through the years, I've done my thing with certain stuff on a fucking lesser scale than like the FaZe guys. But like I've rode the wave of Scump and Nade Shot and Hex. And it's just like that's how it goes. But like
it's not a bad thing.
I'll never open my mouth about that.
Exactly.
Even if I'm like
exactly.
Even if they disappeared and then like later down the line we're like complaining what OpTic is turned into, I'd be like,
yeah, just
I don't really got nothing to say to that.
Yeah. That kind of happened. Like whenever we were in Infinite, and at one point, remember when Mike went like, he started working in the office for a little bit. He was like working for GGEA and like training people and shit like that. And I remember the CEO coming up to me and was like, I had a meeting with the CEO at the time who like was really, really disliked me because of, I was very vocal about how I didn't like anything that was going on. And he was like, I just don't understand why you can't do what Mike is doing. Mike is putting in effort. And I'm like, you've turned Mike into a fucking corporate man. Yeah. He's showing up here at 9 a.m. and like working on workout routines.
I also don't think Mike minded.
Well, Mike eventually a week later was like, yo, I hate this.
Really?
I hate showing up at 9 a.m. and not being able to leave and going on a lunch break and like completely, there's nothing wrong with that, but completely 180ing his entire lifestyle for the past 4 years. And I'm like, you're taking like a content creator, somebody who helped build OpTic to this point, and now you're putting him in the bullpen next to Roger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just and if he would have been like imagine a world where Mike in that situation is just like, yeah, like what Hex and Scump did is fucked up. Like they're not working anymore. Like if he just completely went with them, it would be super fucking weird.
Yeah.
Which is kind of this situation where it's like somebody's kind of like you kind of got to pay respects to what the brand is, because what the brand is in the first place. Very few people can completely
as kids
180 a brand and make it something completely different and have it still succeed.
Yeah.
Like unless you're like George Foreman.
Wait, are you talking about the new FaZe?
Yeah, like
and like
new
still
FaZe,
making it.
New FaZe is completely different than old FaZe.
I feel like the new FaZe is still definitely. I mean, maybe that's just how it goes, though. Like, you're gonna find the Nick Mercs and the Swags and these new people, and even though it's like a new FaZe, like that's just who's popping now.
But that's not FaZe. It doesn't matter who is popping. That's something that like over the past couple months.
It's not FaZe, but like, are these other guys supposed to be fucking trick shotting and shit together?
No, they're supposed to be making content together.
But if they're millionaires, I'm not going to lie. If I had their money, I don't know what I would do either.
Here's a question. How many of the sidemen do you think are millionaires out of the 7 of them?
7.
They still make content with each other every week. It's because if you have a product that works, you have to maintain that.
I just don't
that has to be strong.
Yeah.
Like if Mr. Beast stopped making videos or like started making Instagram reels instead, and like that was his thing, everything else, all of his other businesses are falling off because his main thing isn't propelling forward, which is why like whenever I, started becoming like creative director or whatever, and I'm talking to Hector and I'm like, like we need to go after someone big. Like immediately I was like, I want to pick up Philza. Like this, he's crushing it. He's a fucking Minecrafter. He's big. He also loves Rocket League and all this shit. And then I realized that like, he's not going to move here. And like the more you like think about just big names and just big numbers, does it necessarily mean that it's going to move the product of what has made OpTic forward?
Yeah.
Like we would like if we picked up someone that has been like I feel like we could go for someone huge like a XQC, or also we could pick up Kenny Bounce again.
Yeah.
And Kenny's going to make more sense because he was at least a part of the OpTic culture at one point. You know what I mean? And what Hector says is like, you got to move the sitcom forward.
Right.
Because you got to view this as like not really a reality show, but more of like a, some people watch OpTic for Hector's vlogs. Some people watch OpTic for Scump's watch party or a fucking, a
maniac's cool.
A maniac cool, like maniac booming.
Yeah. Like they got someone from the hood. Like I fuck, and that's where I'm from. So I fucks with Niac.
But like to see us all together, that's also something dope. That is awesome. And that is what makes OpTic beautiful, is the fact that we can all come together and we can do stuff in so many different avenues. But like, so just thinking numbers and just thinking something big isn't always going to propel that forward.
I completely agree and see what you're saying with like people. OpTic has such a strong fan base because I don't think there's not another org that's like as fucking stupid as it sounds sometimes. That's like this like close family sort of like hang out with, like I could hang out with you, Bose, go get food like anytime, any time of the day. And we're like always down to what are we going to shoot this week? What are we going to shoot next week? Whatever.
And those are the moments.
And that's what has attracted people for so long, because it's like, I've been here since 2015 and it seems like it's always, even though there was like a rough patch for like a year or two, they got recovered quickly because this is just what OpTic needs, and like
it's what it is.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
It's what we are.
Like
that's what FaZe was, but it's like they sort of just went and did their own thing.
There's just very few orgs out there that can do that. I mean, Thieves does it and can do it, and FaZe did it, and we did it. But other orgs, it seems like they put all their money into the fucking esports basket. And the thing, when you do that, if you have if you have the best Counter-Strike team in the world in 2016, I don't even remember who that is. I guess Astralis. But like, you could put any logo on that team and nothing changes.
Yeah.
You can put any logo on that team and nothing changes because it's just a really good fucking team. But you couldn't put any logo on the OpTic Dynasty team and it's the same feeling, because the reason that they have so many fucking fans is because Seth was uploading twice a day. Formal was streaming and Formal was uploading, and Damon, is on fucking Smooth Competition and running around
and
like
living together,
big ball soccer and Crimsix is in Vision interviews and all that shit. And the same thing, you can do the same thing with the Black Ops 2 team. Fucking, Nate Shot's doing Mike just took 4 bites, no bullshit. Like all that makes it's like you're watching in a weird way. It's like you're watching your buddy compete on stage. Whereas if you're just watching a regular esports guy or esports team, you're just like, that's a really good player and I like watching that player. But that can only get you so far in an org setting, in my opinion. So it's a sticky situation, and I do think, going back to the FaZe thing, that neither one of them are in the right. Because I also think it was really fucking. I think it was really sketchy that FaZe tweeted, "We need more women in gaming," and then Rain replied to that and said, "Spoiler alert, it's Grace." And then they announced Grace, and then everyone was like, no way they're signing Grace. Grace doesn't like, that's when it started.
Yeah.
And then they announced Grace the next day. And it's like, if you had already signed a woman, why would you tweet, we need more women in gaming, or we need more women in FaZe? Like, you had already done it. Don't. I
mean, just a little hype, like.
Yeah, but don't.
Yeah, that's true.
You should just.
Are they doing something? Ooh,
yeah, but imagine how many.
Pick up a girl.
Imagine how many women see that. And they're just like, oh my God, they're looking for women. I want to, here's all my, I'm getting so excited. And it's just like, well, sorry, I know we got you guys excited, but like we had already signed the girl, from Stranger Things. And it's like, well, I've been sniping for 10 years trying to get into FaZe, but like Stranger Things girl. And so then, that's a bad look on them, but also you shouldn't, it's just a fucking sticky situation.
I also see FaZe getting, like I said, I'm not on either side, but if the OGs came back, they could do they would do numbers. If they really, at any point, they have clout that I will probably never have. And they have pool that I will never have. They have money. Hopefully, maybe one day I'll have. But if they just decided, we're going to come here. I don't know what they're going to have to do. And maybe this is the issue. That they say there's someone in the office that they're just like, I am doing absolutely nothing to push this brand forward until this motherfucker's gone. Maybe that's the case. But if they just all agreed to show up 2 or 3 times a week and maybe go do some like bigger video of fucking going to Colorado, I don't know. It's just if they just agreed, like, let's do this every so often, those motherfuckers would, I think it would do really, really well.
Well, I think
people would have, I would love seeing them together again. So it's like they can, at any moment, they could turn this around, but it's way bigger than that. And I know there's more to it than that. And I know they probably don't want to turn this shit around and receive nothing for it. Like, whether that's, I don't know if, like, because I've heard Tico say, like, they all have shares of the company, so I'm guessing like pushing the brand forward more would just like it gives you more money in that way anyway.
I guess.
But it's like they also probably see it like we could all come back, start doing videos together, and we'd figure this shit out, and they would fucking pop, and they would make FaZe the most talked about esports org by far again. But that's compared to how much that's going to make this motherfucker look good. And we don't want this motherfucker to look good. That's going to make the people that have taken over, and we hate how where they have brought the brand, they're going to feel like they're like saving them. And they don't want to save them. I think they just want some motherfuckers gone. And unless that's going to happen, they're not going to do their shit. I'm going to guess. But I do see, I think FaZe could do it. FaZe could.
I mean, they could get a show. Like the way that David Dobrik got like that Discovery show where he just like toured the world.
Really?
And like did shit with his friends from YouTube. Like imagine selling, I mean, someone would sell a show.
I kind of wanted
like
to.
MTV or something.
I got to get my cloud up, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm just not addicted. I've been living in like the real world lately, but the point is I want to, like, if they did a show like that, it'd be crazy.
Right.
I'm in like a mix of like, do I want to like everything I do to be on camera? Like I kind of want like some kind of business or like something, because everything I've done since 2015 to get any money is being on camera. And it's just like, God, is like this really me? And fucking But I was thinking, like, after doing the 60-day shit, I was like, I kind of enjoyed like having a goal of like sort of waking up every day, and it's like something to think about. It just sort of like stimulated me a little bit. It like made me feel more productive, and it just interested me. And I kind of wanted to sit down with like Roger or something and see if we can figure out if I could do some sort of something. I don't know what it'd be. Maybe like train for a marathon. I just don't know if it'd be that interesting. Like, I don't know if people would be, I don't know if it'd be worth it to them.
You definitely have a lot of momentum right now with the fitness shit. So if you want to think businesses, you should start thinking fitness stuff.
Yeah.
Like the fucking,
but
the workout plan we were talking about. Or also like,
but I feel I have the biggest imposter syndrome to where like, I feel like I know not just as much as every fucking personal trainer. I probably know more than some personal trainers. And I know what you need to do, and I know how to work out. I know how to like not injure yourself. I could easily like teach a noob, but I feel like I don't look the part. I don't have abs. I don't have a degree or fucking whatever. So it's like I just feel super corny making shit like that. Or like I would feel so something would just weird me out about, say I made a website, online program, sign up here, I'll help you. Like every day I'm texting, emailing, figuring out, giving you something to do, giving you advice, and I'm like communicating with online clients. And even then I'm like, dude, if I saw someone that looked like me and they were doing that, which I do see, I'll see personal trainers at the gym that look like shit, and I'm just like, dude, I'd be pissed if you were.
But like you can't view yourself as a personal trainer. You have to view yourself as maniac.
Yeah.
Like you don't
I
have
just
to
have
be,
like I think I have imposter syndrome. Like I like don't.
I mean, I get that.
I don't know if I am who I am.
I get that. At one point in the Scuff House,
if I wasn't,
almost sold.
then why would I say I am? And on Twitter, IG, every day I am.
Would you say you are?
It's just the way I am.
No, in the Scuff House, I almost sold
it's an Eminem song.
I almost sold camera straps.
Really?
And I was like, I'm not good at camera stuff.
Yeah, weren't in the other podcast where you're explaining like how you know nothing about cameras to fucking Matt Craig? Yeah, I would. So point being, or what I was getting to, I would like to do something like that, of like some kind of, I just don't know if it'd be worth to, like, I'd look at it like, damn, would this even be worth the OpTic to like have a whole crew of like a camera production team helping me out, trying to
it really depends.
Trying to brainstorm of how we're going to do this. Maniac training for a marathon.
Austin Cox just went.
It would?
Yeah.
Like it would work?
Maybe not the whole team, but you can have
Well,
Austin.
I mean, like they fucking just talk like about everything together, I think. Like, so it'd be not necessarily be a team of 4 fucking camera people going out with me, but it's like I walk in here and then we're like brainstorming ideas, or you know, they come up with ideas. And I sort of realized that with my 60-day shit, where like I would sit there and towards the end of the weeks, like he was like, yo, like, let me know if you want me to come down this week. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, I don't even know. Like, I'm not that creative to the point where like I'm willing to like drive somewhere to take a shot here, pics here, workout here or something. But like, I don't know, like creatively, it's just like, you tell me what to fucking do. And I feel like it would be easier having like a whole brainstorming production crew who has fucking infinite resources we could make something, whether it's Maniac trains for a marathon, Maniac does this, Maniac does that, or I travel somewhere or something. But I'd be willing to do that. I want to talk to...
And you want to do it for OpTic or for your personal channel?
I mean, I'd love to put it on my channel, but they're not going to do that. Like, they're not going to have...
I mean, it depends. It really depends. If the sales team sells it, like imagine it was a Gymshark sponsor.
Yeah.
And it was really big. And then the company got a
If they said you could put it on your channel, because like the older I'm getting, it's like I need to build something for me.
Hot dog.
So it's just
I completely understand.
So it's just like, I don't know how
that just hit me like a brick.
Like my streams could die out. Fucking any OpTic could just slow down a little, and like I'd just not be popping at all. Like, you know, and then it's like, then what?
Yeah.
Like I don't have fucking.
Oh, I've dedicated my entire life to the first 6 years of my adult life to like OpTic. And then since
I've
then,
sort of just like
TST. And so like since turning 30, like I'm like, you know, I'm going to do me for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up on the other things, but like I'm going to put some priority on myself.
That's about literally, this is the first year to where I'm like, all right, I need to figure this out. I've been doing everything just sort of like nonchalantly, and it's like OpTic's growing, and it's like I'm still just kind of like maniac in OpTic, and it's like what's fucking next? So it's like if they'd be down to put it on my channel, I'd 100% do it. What we're gonna do? I do want to do a marathon by the end of the year. Could do something where like I train for a month and attempt a marathon. You know the girl, and fucking whatever ideas they have, I'd be down. Fucking go live in Iceland in the snow for a fucking 3 day. I don't know.
I mean, you can do challenge videos off of anything.
But I
think
you
can do the Rock's workout routine for for a week straight.
Yeah.
Or, I did imagine doing Hell Week. I did Hell Week with a SEAL. Yeah. Or, you could do when it comes to fitness, like I could think of like 5 things off the top of my head. Yeah. They're going to be fucking hard.
Fitness, or it's like, I don't know if I want to do who's the dude who used to like travel all the time and then he died? He's super famous. People thought he was like cool as fuck. Would smoke cigs, drink beer. I think he's on like Netflix or something. He was like the Alex something.
I don't know.
Alex.
It was like Steve Irwin.
Corbane, or there's no way I'm fucking.
I don't know.
But something like that. Like he like traveled and just like explored the world. I mean, I wouldn't be doing that, but I'd be like traveling for a specific reason. Whatever they'd be down to come up with, I'd be down to do.
Yeah. I had a nightmare last night because I'm starting to get in the process of
who is that fucking traveler? Continue.
I'm starting to get in the process of planning out the next off-season event, and I forgot like how much of my mental capacity it takes to plan an event like that.
Anthony Bourdain.
I've never even heard of. I think you told me about him. That's the only time.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Dude, the comments better. Rose Hitch.
Okay.
I know everyone listening besides you knows Anthony Bourdain.
Okay, you thought Oasis was a one-hit wonder in the same podcast, so roast him as well. Yeah, I just forgot. I kind of forgot, or it's been so long that I forgot how much mental capacity it takes to organize an event like the off season. And I woke up because like there's all this stuff that I'm planning, and I was dreaming that like the off season was like next week, and like all the plans that I had made, like none of it ever came to fruition. And then I remember like I was on the mic, and there was like 50 people there, and I was like, "Hey guys, we just raised." It was the end of day one. I was like, "We just raised $3,000, which is like 25,000 less than last year on day one." And people were clapping, and then I was like, I woke up and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Really?
I thought I
was. You actually had this dream.
100%. And it kind of like I woke up and I was like kind of happy because that like tank that I go into, especially the off season last year, I was like super unhealthily stressed about it, but it happened and it worked.
Wait, when's the next off season?
The date is not 100% locked, but it's in for Activision approval right now, and so that should get approved hopefully tomorrow or the next day, and then working on announcement stuff. So
nice.
I'm excited about that.
I guess we can talk about the COD team.
Dude, the Lakers got swept, then the Canes got swept, then OpTic got swept. And then ECU lost in the conference championship.
I think the Heat were up 3-0, and now it's, I think, 3-3.
What?
I think going to game 7.
No.
I could be wrong.
I haven't watched.
Because I just like scroll and I'll randomly see shit, and I'm like, damn, really? And I think it could be the first. If they win 4-3, that'll be the first time in NBA history someone's coming from.
Are you serious?
Remember when LeBron was?
Wait, is that happening tonight? Is it 3-3 right now?
Maybe it might be happening tonight. I don't know.
Holy shit!
But the COD team.
Yeah.
First off, I tweeted this and people were like kind of confused. Because I said Avril Lavigne, and for some reason that just average Avril Lavigne and Haley. Well, I think me and Royal too just have it. Just used to say it like, "Holy fuck, I'm playing so Avril Lavigne," or like what is stupid fucking slang.
Yeah.
But I tweeted like my Avril Lavigne self, because I was good at moments. I felt like I was one of the best. But like you can place me, Maniac showing up to a tournament, top 6. If his team's playing really well, they could get top 3, and like that's about where I feel like I sat. But for these fucking elites, where I was like, it felt bad for me I tweeted, it felt bad for me getting top 12 when like I was just like top 6. If I got top 3, I was happy. I mean, losing sucks regardless, but you know, win once every 10 years, you know. So for these elite fucks that are just absolutely nasty, the faces of Call of Duty, for them to get top 12, I can only imagine the pain and the fucking annoyance, man.
Bro, it has to suck.
It's
just how Call of Duty.
They go, of course. They go like 5-0, and I think that was the
twice. They went 5-0 twice.
Really? And wasn't that the first time?
The last 10 matches they didn't lose in online play.
And has any other team even went 5-0?
Yeah, I think FaZe went 5-0 once, but no one's ever done it twice. I'm fairly positive.
Yeah, someone said like no one's ever done what they've done recently. And then of course you go to the event 3-0 to. First off, I turned the game on, or I turned the match on, and I see they're playing Mutineers, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go to the gym or something. Like this is just the win that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Like I look at the Florida roster and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah.
So I assume they're just gonna win. Next day, Sebas, I go to the gym with Sebas. We come back to my place because we were gonna go for a run. Or we go for a run, come back, and then he's like, "Oh shit, the game's about to be on." I'm like, "Oh shit, really? They play?" And then turn it on. And they're like, he mentioned something about losing. I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, we lost yesterday. I'm like, what? I'm like, what was the series? He was like, 3-0. I'm like, what the fuck?
3-0.
Like, so we're in losers right now? He's like, yeah. I was like, and we're playing 100 Thieves? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what the no? I just, for some reason, hopefully none of them ever hear this, but I have a bad feeling when we play Thieves. It's just, it seems like, is that our rival right now?
Yeah, well, those boys just, they try.
Seems like they turn up.
They're the best. The best version of 100 Thieves is playing us. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Especially Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't know what that fool is on.
Yeah.
When he plays us, but he is disgusting.
Yeah.
Even though I think Sam was the one that I didn't watch. See, the thing is, I didn't watch it all this weekend. I didn't watch. This is the first time I haven't watched
the Thieves match.
Yeah.
After that, I didn't give a fuck about CDL. I did watch a little bit of the finals. I watched New York play a little bit.
Apparently, FaZe choked finals,
guys.
But that's how Call of Duty. I think
they go to Game 7.
People are overlooking the fact that Call of Duty is just like this now.
Yeah,
it's not. It's no excuse. It's no excuse.
Did you see the bracket? 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. It was. I'm telling you, the probability of this happening is fucking insane. The amount of 3-0s.
Really?
There was probably like 10.
What?
It was insane. I'm telling you, like, maybe you can like Google and find the image, but it was fucking insane how many, like, literally it's just 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Then in losers bracket, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. And then maybe like 1-3-2, and then 3-0, 3-0. Dude, it was insane. COD is weird.
Dude, okay. Thieves wins.
I think COD shit.
Same. Thieves wins the last tournament. They won the last major. Then they go into online play and don't win. They went 1-4 and start in losers bracket. And no, stupid, I think this is the second year straight that there hasn't been a repeat winner. Okay, so Seattle wins the first one. FaZe wins the second one. Toronto wins the third one. LA wins the fourth one, and New York wins the fifth one. That's not a single repeat winner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we come in second twice, And that happened in Vanguard too. Not a single repeat winner in Vanguard except for champs.
This game's weird.
And it's like anything can fucking happen in COD. Anything. And in Halo, you know who's in top 3. You know all 3 teams.
Yeah.
In COD, dude, anything could fucking happen.
Yeah.
And so you have to treat every single match like it's your last
online,
series.
Man. It's fucking stupid. I remember Doug Sensor Big Dog Mart tweeted out something of like, this online shit has to stop, of like, how did Thieves win the last major and then they're starting in losers bracket for the next one?
I mean, but it's not
like it makes these online points are like, I don't think online way too much.
I don't think online is as crazy as people make it out to be. I really don't think it is.
Well, how much of a difference it is?
I don't think it is.
I can tell you this: before fucking 28 years ago in 2010,
yep,
I think 11 or 12-0'd final boss online, easy. Like, they get shit on. We got 5th. They won the event. And this happened often. Online's not as... Everyone has good internet now, so it's not as bad. I was about to say, it's a lot
different than it was in 2010.
And there's servers now.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not as bad as what it used to be, because it used to be crazy. I'm telling you, like, the amount... I literally made up... I mean, the fans made up Laniac as my, my Maniac, aka Laniac, because I show up on fucking LAN and you guys are fucking bad. And I'm always losing to dog shit online. I always had shit internet. But it used to be a big deal. Now I understand, or it used to be a big difference. Like, it used to be super hard. Now it feels, it's definitely not as bad, but COD's weird. I don't know if I can really speak on it because Thieves wins, then they go 1-4. But it's I don't think on. Yeah, it might just be COD.
It's just COD.
There's definitely, I'm sure if any COD pros, which none of them are listening to this, but I'm sure they would agree online is stupid. Like, loudness EQ changes shit.
That's dumb.
People play more comfortable at home. Shouts out to Monster. Like, even in Halo, people play so good online that, like, motherfuckers think they're cheating because they go to the event and then it's just like, okay, here's the real him.
Yeah.
And it's like, that happened in my career a lot. Like, people I would lose to all the time, I would go to the event and it's just boom 3-0. They're like, boom 3-1. They got lucky and won the Slayer or something. Yeah. But I think that's always been a thing. People, I can't say it's the internet that's the issue or the ping. I think a decent amount of it is like
the environment.
You know, when you're in your room and you take 90 mgs, you're in like your comfort zone. Like, you don't have the lights, the crowd, the speakers, the earbuds,
your teammates beside you.
You're just frying. You're just in the fucking zone. You don't have people looking at your screen. There's no pressure. There's not as much pressure. And some people really perform better under that. And I'm sure it's a lot. I'm sure a lot of COD kids do that. I'm sure COD pros would agree. But so I think something with the online points might have to change. The COD's bad. I think, though, that might be the reason. That might be number one.
I love Call of Duty and I love the community, but
even at events, motherfuckers are placing random.
People are putting way. I mean, I hope the boys pick it up, and there's no excuse for going 0-6. There really isn't, but it's just how COD is. Yeah. It's how COD is nowadays.
Also, it doesn't matter fucking 0-6 or they lost both 3-2. You still fucking lose.
Yeah,
it doesn't fucking matter.
You're still lost. Still got top 12.
Bad weekend.
But
whatever.
Have you seen the champs bracket? The champs bracket, FaZe, Thieves, and Toronto are on one side of the bracket, and we're on the other. So we still got a really good bracket.
Yeah, good.
I mean, we still got to beat Breach. That's what we got first is Boston. So we still got to beat them.
Nah, that'll be good.
But we got the fucking God luck.
And what's crazy? Fuck, it's so dumb, man. Like, this literally getting top 12 might have just, you don't know. You just never fucking know.
Are you going to Vegas or no?
I mean, I hadn't thought about it at all. Might randomly. It is champs. So if we were to win and I wasn't there, I'd fucking rage.
Yeah.
If we placed champs, bro. Yeah. If we placed average, and I don't know, we'll see. I know it's coming up soon, but
yeah,
we'll see. Might see y'all there.
Yeah, I think I'll be. I always do the last year when we lost champs on that fucking Tuscan. I remember that being a turning point in my life because I was like, I can't get this upset about shit like this anymore. Like, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm fucking 29-year-old man getting like literally we lost on Saturday. My Sunday was ruined.
Yeah.
Just ruined. I was like, okay, I can't do this shit anymore.
There's a fuck ton of events coming up. The Halo event this weekend. I think Scump's watch partying it.
The Halo event?
Yeah. But
yeah, he's doing it at the event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
dope.
I also don't know how. First off, Paige, I might be on it. We'll see. Paige sent me the content schedule for this week.
You should be on it.
Well, Paige sent me the content schedule for this week and put me on it. And I'm just like, well, thanks for asking. Because
I think you get paid to be on it, though. I don't know if you knew that.
I don't think so. Or I think I asked Paige. I was like, what? I'll explain.
Okay.
First off, I'm fucking Halo. I'm a Halo guy. When I do my Halo watch parties, they're the biggest streams.
Yeah.
Or they're my biggest streams. Like, I need those.
Yeah.
Like, those help. Like, it just gives that boost. Everyone, new people, old people, like, people sort of would gather to my stream, and it's a huge help. And I'm not fucking rich, so it's like I need these opportunities.
Yeah.
And like the last Halo event was like during the Colorado trip, and they made me skip it. Like, I really tried to get out of that.
Yeah.
And it was a fun trip, and like they really needed me to go, so I was just fucking took the L, whatever. And then this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch party this, and then we find out Seth's watch party it, which is like cool, good for him. Like, I know that's gonna. If I was to watch party it by myself and then Seth's doing his, obviously it's fucking Scump. It's going to be huge and it's way more professional. But like, I do my thing on my watch party. It's just like, think of it from my point of view. These are my best streams. And it's just like, damn, now you guys just assumed I'm like, you're not going to watch party. You're just going to be on his watch party. And I'm going to be the only Halo guy on his watch party.
You're going to be able to watch or to stream it as well.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
that's not the same as interacting, being hype on a fucking sub train. Oh my God, 50 fucking and talking to my chat, being crazy, being ignorant, being fucking, just being ridiculous on my own little stream and like doing it my way. But it's like I need streams like that, and for me to just like completely give that up just to like be a part of someone else's stream, it's like kind of shitty. But I understand, like, being on Scump stream is obviously, it's fucking Scump. It's a big deal. It's not going to be as big as the Call of Duty shit. He's not going to have fucking 60,000 plus viewers. So it wouldn't benefit me as much as like, a COD stream if I was, or being on his COD watch parties if I was a COD player. But I don't know. You just kind of got not that I was annoyed, because it would be fun and like I should be on it because it's Halo, and these motherfuckers, when they're watching the top 16 matches, what are they? They don't know these players, and like I do. So it makes sense, but it's just, I think everyone can see my point of view. It's just like, damn, I'm supposed to give up my biggest streams, which like I kind of need and really want. Like I'm supposed to give up just like my biggest streams to be a part of it. But maybe we can work something out. It'd be fun. And I'd like to, I know they don't know much. They know of Halo and like some of the bigger teams, but it's going to be a long weekend. And for me to just give up like 8 hours each day, every day, it's like, I don't know. Maybe we can figure something out.
Yeah, they definitely need you there.
Because I planned on doing it myself, and then she randomly sends me the content sheet, and I'm like, damn, well, fuck. These are like my biggest streams. I kind of like need these. But
I'm sure you could talk to somebody.
Yeah. See if we can figure something out. That'll be
Work
fun.
some shit out.
Regardless, yeah, first Halo event in fucking forever.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, DreamHack.
It sucks because I'm gonna be in Raleigh for that because the Dallas United team plays the team that OpTic sponsoring. We did the crossbar challenge.
Hex going?
I don't know. Hex has to choose. He'll probably stay here because I'm going there with TST, and I think Sabos might be going as well. So that's gonna be fun. But it's back. I mean, it's my hometown. It's in North Carolina. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got some things coming up. I guess that's going to do it for the Flycast episode 700. I forget.
6. So many.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I may try to chug some caffeine for this one. Last one, I was so fucking tired. It kind of gave me anxiety.
Really? I didn't even notice till you told me afterwards.
I was like, maybe it's just in my brain.
For sure.
Like, dude, my brain's working.
I felt tired. I felt tired during this one. I don't know if that one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking me. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Till next time, Matt, Craig. Play that outro music.